Hi everybody. So you're wondering what it costs to live on the main line? Well, that's what this video is going to be all about. Check it out. Hi everybody, I'm Gregory Martyr, your local real estate expert here on the main line. Coming at you again with another great video. Happy to help you in any way. Please hit that subscribe button, subscribe to our channel so you can see great videos like this. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified when new videos come out. We have new videos coming out every week. If there's a topic you want us to talk about, please comment that down below. If you got a question or maybe you have some insight on what it costs to live on the main line, please comment that down below. You can call, email, text me anytime, send a carrier pigeon, send smoke signals, whatever you need. I'm happy to help you. Please give me a call, shoot me a text. We're happy to help. All right, so let's get right into it. How much does it cost to live on the main line? I mean, main line, cost of living, right? So we'll start with housing. Seems logical. So the housing could go anywhere from a $100,000 condo up to $3 and $4 million estate homes. I mean, there are some estate homes in Ardmore and in Villanova that are in the multi-million-dollar range. The housing prices in general on the main line are definitely above average, more than 3 times the national average, with the national average being right around $280,000. The average price point on the main line is just under $800,000. So it's very expensive to buy housing here, but well worth it with the school districts, the location, how close you are, proximity to Philadelphia and New York and New Jersey. It's definitely worth every penny. The median income here is really good due to those high-paying jobs. All right, so we talked about owning a house. What about renting? The average price point for a rental on the main line is anywhere from a 2-bedroom condo in the $1,500 to $2,200 range. You can get a 3-bedroom condo house or twin somewhere in the $2,500 to $3,000 range. We can help you get an estate rental as well in the $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 range. Adding a bedroom or taking a bedroom away, it isn't drastically changing the price, but it certainly has a factor in things as well. All right, so if you're buying a home or renting a home, you're gonna have to heat it and cool it. So let's talk a little bit about its utilities. We start with your heat, whether it's gas or propane or maybe oil. The heating costs in the dead of winter depends on how warm you keep it. Or if you grew up like me, you had to wear a sweater, and my mom would say, why'd you turn the heat up? And then I would say, well, I'm cold. She said, well, put another sweater on. But if you're keeping average, the Pico, that's our average gas supplier here, has the average gas bill right around $200 to $300 per month in the dead of winter, which might be within 2 or 3 months of really cold season. The average electric bill is somewhere between $40 and $60, maybe even $80, depending on how the square footage of the house. Water, sewer, and trash sometimes are included with the taxes, but most of the time the water and sewer are separate, and they run anywhere from $20, $30, maybe $40 a month respectfully. Obviously the sewer usage is based on the water usage, so you could figure $20 a month or $30 per water and per sewer per month. The trash is usually included in the taxes in a lot of our great townships here on the main line, but they could run you another $20 or $25 a month depending on what kind of trash service you use. Same thing with recycling. If you're looking to get internet, or you're starting to have fun now that you're nice and cool and your lights are turned on, internet will run you anywhere between $60 and $100 a month. I mean, cable and cable TV, if there even is cable anymore, is a digital TV or Fios. They're right in that $60 to $100 range for the internet. And then for cable television and you start adding channels, I mean, you could go another $60 to $80 to $100 on top of that, upwards of $300 and $400 total a month, depending on how much TV you have. As long as you have our channel, you'll be entertained, I promise. And if you're not entertained, let us know how we can entertain you, and I'd be happy to do it. All right, so you got a place to live. Now, how are you gonna get to work? A lot of people telecommute to work. Certainly you could work from home. You're gonna need that internet access. Living on the main line is a great way to have affordability, and you could live outside of the city, and you could drive into the city, or you could jump on the train. You could jump on the main line into the city. The main line itself, the train system, is very affordable. I mean, for $100 or $200 a month, you could have unlimited passes. It's about $1 a ride if you average things out, depending on where you go and get off, and that's one stop, or if you take it from the beginning to the end. And the main line begins somewhere in and on or around Ardmore and runs up to Paoli, or vice versa, however you're looking at it. So what a lot of people do here is they drive or they walk right to the train, and they go into Center City where they work, or maybe they would walk to work, or it's also possible to bike to work depending on what the weather's like. There's a lot of pedal pushers out there. There's plenty of green options as well. There's a lot of electronic charging stations for electric cars, and a lot of the cars today are more efficient than they were, but a lot of people do commute to work. So a gallon of gasoline will probably cost you right around $2.55, 65 cents, depending on where you go. Could be upwards of $2.85, so somewhere within a 30-cent interval. And of course, you always have that guy that charges $3 something because he's the only gas station within miles. It always seems like you get stuck there, but right around that $2.50, $60, $70 mark is for a gallon of gasoline. There's also plenty of bus stops. They've got public transportation for buses. There's also taxi service. Of course, you could Uber or take a Lyft somewhere. All right, so you're nice and warm. We got you to work. Now, what about having some fun? There's a ton of food options on the main line. Check out some of our videos, and we go in depth on some of those. And if you wanted to see a certain place, or wanted to know a menu, or check out a menu, or watch us enjoy some delicious food. But average prices for one person for an average meal is right around $40 per person plus tip. That'll get you an appetizer, a really good meal, and a small dessert, maybe a drink. Of course, we've got a ton of fine dining here on the main line, which you could have plates upwards of $100 each. And then there are some really great delis and some really great quick stops that you could grab, grab a bite for maybe 10 or 12 bucks for a quick little snack or a meal as well. So if you're going to grab groceries, maybe you're going to cook at home or grab something on the way home to prepare a meal, they run right around the national average. A family of 4 average, maybe $200 to $300 a week, depending on what you're buying. Now, if you're eating ribeye steaks every night, maybe it's a little different, but the average is right around $200 to $300, maybe $400 a week for a family of 4. Could be upwards of $600, and then down to a single person or a couple, depending on what you make. And if you're eating ramen noodles, it might only be a few dollars a week. So one fun thing out here in Pennsylvania, and on the main line too, there's a lot of these breweries popping up. There's over 350 breweries in Pennsylvania alone. Pennsylvania ranks #1 with the amount of barrels of beer made per person in Pennsylvania. Thank you very much. If that's not a reason to move to the main line, I don't have any other good ones for you. So we do have sales tax here. How about taxes, right? That's the inevitable. Sales tax is 6%, right around 6%. Now in the city, when you get into Philadelphia, it's 8%. And sometimes on the outskirts, it's maybe 7%, but the average is right around 6%. Now there's no tax on necessities. So if it's prepared foods or something like that, there's no tax, but always figure there's going to be a 6% sales tax. But we are right near Delaware, the state of Delaware. You could be in Delaware in maybe 20, 30 minutes, depending on what time of day, and that's the home of tax-free shopping. Where New York, on the other hand, has got taxes of almost 9%. So if you're buying clothing or necessities, stuff like that, there's no tax on it here in Pennsylvania. So what about income tax? Obviously, that depends on your tax bracket, anywhere from 10% to 30%, and could be upwards of higher than that as well. If you need a great accountant, we've got a couple of great local ones I can certainly refer you. And they'll talk to you for free. All right, so you're nice and warm. We got you to work. You're having some fun. You had a drink. Maybe you prepared a meal. You had something to eat. What about health care? We got to keep you healthy. Pennsylvania's got a really decent health care rate. We're right in line with the lower of the national average. Average middle-aged person, right around, I should say middle-aged, right around 30 or 40 years old. Single male smoker, non-smoker, is going to be right around $250 a month, maybe $300 a month. But the average person is between $200 and $300 a month, which is right in line with the national average, just below a little bit average. So it really works out to our benefit here in Pennsylvania as well, and on the main line. So when we checked out the most expensive places to live in Pennsylvania, the main line comes up. And that's mostly because of the house prices. And they're actually in the main line, a lot of the cities in the main line, Berwyn and Gladwin and Ardmore, and a lot of the townships here rank in some of the highest expensive places to live. But again, it's relative. Look at what you're getting. We've got some of the best schools in the country as well, and absolutely the best schools in Pennsylvania. So the property values are always going up and always staying high. You get what you pay for is basically what I'm getting at. Now, I might be biased, but I'm happy to give you an honest opinion. My name is Gregory Martier, and I'm your local real estate expert here. I'm happy to help you in any way I can. Please hit that subscribe button, click that bell notification. You can call me, email me, text me anytime, send a carrier pigeon, shoot me an email. We do work all the time. We're always happy to help, and we want to answer all your questions, and we want to be your mainline real estate resource. If you have an idea for a video or something we missed, or you have some information to provide on the cost of living on the main line, please comment that down below. And we'll see you on the next video.